sports. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now a first down throw, Watson. He's got his tight end, Anthony Firkser. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Brings up second. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
An 11-yard pickup leads to 3rd and 6.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Here's Hardman to return.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Number 22, Christian McCaffrey.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores, and you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, Harvey gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Jacksonville.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the
Well, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
on the tackle.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the gun on third down. Harvey flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 24-yard line.
From the gun, Harvey, left side complete to Lockett.
Harvey's pass.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 3rd and 2, Harvey, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mecole Hardman with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Josh Lambo lining up for
one of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
at their own 25-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The numbers for Cooks in that game last week: 5 catches, 96 yards.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 30, 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big-time play there for the Texans. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
The ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
15-yard line.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Harvey eluding the pressure right. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Texans say they have it, they do. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
They'll run with Swift. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
A shotgun snap for Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to drop back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. And they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
To throw on 2nd down, Harvey. And he's going to keep it here. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
9 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Off the play fake, Harvey escaping the pressure right. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. McCaffrey on the counter. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian McCaffrey with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Lambeau on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now a man open open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He's letting it, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Watson on 1st down. A short throw, and it's going to be pulled in by Furtzer. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, here's Watson. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. From the gun, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have reached half, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Texans 6.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the 2nd half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. It's a foot race. Room to run at the 50. Mecole Hardman.
This is my mode, baby.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Jacksonville.
And they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the 3rd part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So he takes it from 2 yards deep all the way down the field into the other end zone. Add it all up, a 102-yard return on the kickoff. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Throwing on first down. Harvey. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the
ball comes out.
That's good for a Texans.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Draw play. This is Hines. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harvey looking left side, and it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards on the play, first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, Harvey out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This is caught, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Jaguars add on to their lead. Quarterback throws the fade, and that's one where really the receiver just has to make a play, right?
Brandon, all you're asking your quarterback to do is put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Let your guy get it and no one else. That makes it a very, very difficult play to defend.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
Deshaun Watson making his way back out, the focus of our players' spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Jadeveon Clowney wants a member of these Texans there on the stop.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From just shy of midfield, Watson, the pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Swift, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Oh, no.
So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A 3-yard.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Jacksonville.
On 1st and 10, Harvey. He hits his target, Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown.
Cole Hartman. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
And 9 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
7 makes it 3rd and 2.
Watson looks to throw again. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Hardman on the return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threat.
There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mecole Hardman, 76 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 25-yard.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. On 1st and 10, Watson. A short throw, and it's going to be pulled in by Fertzer. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Watson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Watson's pass.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Watson on third down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down Texans, Watson hooking up with Cooks.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Flush to his right, and he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Harvey. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Operating from the gun, Harvey. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Nicole Hartman, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Harvey dancing to his left. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the gun, Harvey to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Harvey, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Josh Lambeau to kick.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Anthony Frisker, the intended target, and it's third down. Watson on third down, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Intended for Brandon Cooks.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Houston. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the key.